Hi everybody, Michael Munstock here, Global Product and Marketing Manager for AIBT Global. We wanted to do a quick video for our business partners to say a big thank you for all of your support that you've been able to provide for us during this time of need, and I hope that you and your families are all doing safe and are keeping well. With the outbreak of the coronavirus or COVID-19, we understand that there's a growing impact on the global economy and on human tragedy, which has been affecting hundreds of thousands of people. During this unsettling time, we've seen that there's a significant economic impact of the coronavirus on financial markets. As a result, you may be feeling unsure about how your students can start or continue their education and what impacts this actually may have for your business. Now, with this, what we have decided and we have already launched is our online education via video conferencing technology. So how does our online classrooms and technology differ than other individuals? Okay, so our online live stream video conferencing tool is a virtual classroom with actual breakout rooms capabilities. What this allows our trainers to be able to do is to have an interaction face-to-face with our students, not just material, digest, and reciprocate. It's important so that the students actually have someone to talk to, classmates to collaborate with, a trainer to ask questions in real time, and that's what our technology actually does. Now, I mentioned a little bit about the breakout rooms as well. Let's say your trainer has a couple of group projects, and so he'll actually divide up the classes so they can sit into these virtual breakout classrooms and they can go around and still kind of check on them. So through this technology, we are able to provide the same quality of training that our students would have gotten while they are in the classroom. This is very important to us so that we maintain the quality and the standard of education and training that is required throughout all of Australia. Okay, now you may or may not have some students who are either offshore or onshore who are unable to either join orientation or join classes due to COVID or coronavirus. Okay, so let's talk about how do the students actually gain access to the virtual classroom, how do they go through online orientation, and what are the contacts that they need to be able to utilize in order for them to join these programs. Okay, so first off, students can register for an online orientation program. Now what this will do is it'll allow students to be able to get their student ID, their student email, and log into the student learning and management system. So once students have registered for this, and we have an online program that you can access through our website and register for the online orientation program, get set up and get started. Once you have your student email ID, you will actually receive a link from your own student ID to be able to reset your password. Once inside the system, you will be able to gain access from your trainers to all of the online classes and your timetable. Now, it's important to know that if you are online, what if I miss my class? Does it affect my attendance? Yes, it does. It's important that you abide by the attendance policies that we have set. So what if my students want to defer their studies due to the coronavirus or the outbreak? Okay, we do not recommend that students actually defer their studies. By applying for course deferment, students will most likely fall behind on their course progression and may not be able to graduate on time as per their date that has been specified in their certificate of enrollment, their COE confirmation of enrollment. An extended period of study or enrollment may be inevitable in order to achieve the completion of the study. However, it's important to note that in order to remain lawful in Australia and continue their extension of their period of study, their enrollment, towards the completion of their course, students will be responsible for making their own visa arrangements, extensions, and visa applications for a new student visa. Any expenses, the outcomes, or the risks regarding the extension period of the student visa are the student's responsibility. It's not the responsibility of AIBT Global. If students still want to defer their study, that's perfectly fine. We understand that there are different circumstances for different individuals globally as this outbreak continues. They will need to confirm this in writing by completing a deferment form that's available on our website. You can find those websites by going to aibtglobal.edu.au and go to Contact Us or Support and find out the specific form that is the student forms of AIBT. And then they need to email this to studentsupport@aibtglobal.edu.au. You can always find more information available on our website, aibtglobal.edu.au. Coronavirus updates are located right at the very top banner across your screen. Online study information is located right there as well. I've done a few other videos where individuals can actually gather more information, and I direct you through our website to be able to understand more about online orientation, online classes, and coronavirus updates. Okay, so what if my students miss their online orientation? Okay, so if your students miss the live stream orientation information sessions, recordings will be made available on our student learning and management systems and on the website. Okay, and you can always find up-to-date information on our Facebook page, AIBT Global. You can search for that on Facebook as well. So if your students miss the online orientation live stream, they can find the recording online. And they can also go through our website to make sure that they have contacted student support to be able to get their student ID, their student email, and have access to the online learning management system. But all of the tools are available for our students online. Now, what if your onshore students or offshore students can't come to the AIBT Global campus? So obviously, again, the first thing to do is to be able to go through the registration online to make sure that students have completed the orientation and have access to their student email. Then once they have received this information, then they will be emailed the video conferencing link to be able to attend the online classes. Now, Australia has imposed border restrictions and social distancing and self-isolation. Therefore, we are advising all of our students to attend our online classes. Now, if a student misses their online class, this is very important, okay? The recordings will be made available on the student learning and management system, which means that their learning won't be impacted if they watch the recorded class session. However, it is important to note that the student's attendance will be impacted, okay? We still must abide by the Australian government's regulations where students need to show up for classes and have attendance. Just wanted to reach out to you and give you a final note about the online promotions that we're currently running for our students. First off, I wanted to tell you that we have waived all of the materials fees starting April 1st of 2020, which will help bring in a little bit more students, but then also help alleviate a little bit of the financial burden that students have to pay for their courses. Now, we are running promotions onshore and offshore for our students, and each of the different sales managers who are responsible for your specific territory have emailed you all this information. But if they have not, or you've misplaced it, or it's somewhere unavailable, you can always find out more information on our website at aibtglobal.edu.au, and you just click on courses and fees. Once you go through our courses and fees, right at the very top of your screen, you're going to be seeing current promotions. From there, you're able to download the PDF for our onshore and our offshore promotions that are currently running. Now, remember that most of these promotions are going to be running until the end of June because we are in the second quarter of the year, and there are different payment plans and necessary documents that are going to be needed. So make sure you contact your sales manager and rep about these things. You can always contact me as well if needed. My email is m.munstock, MUNSTOCK, @aibtglobal.edu.au. So once you take a look at these, you can see that we have promotions ranging from many of our different schools, the Ace Aviation Aerospace Academy, the Atta School of Information Technology, Branson School of Business, Diana School of Community Services, Edison Tech Sciences School, and then also our Sheldon School of Hospitality. Now, as I've mentioned in a couple of our other videos, all of our classes are going online through our online teleconference and video conferencing technology. So students are still able to enroll through online orientations, and we anticipate that we're going to be able to get through this. I just want to say a quick thank you to all of our business partners. Understand that this situation is temporary and that we will be able to get through this together. Thank you very much for your continued business and your support. I look forward to catching up with all of you, hopefully in the near future, in person. Thanks again.